What's up guys, my name is Ace, and yesterday we got a little bit of an update, and with this update we got a brand new gun, which is the Cap 45 pistol, and we'll be going over the basic stats of that pistol in today's video, as well as a few bug fixes and some adjustments to Blackout. So first up, let's get those Blackout fixes out of the way, and this is something that's quite big, and I hope it actually resolves this 100% of the time, but with Blackout, what they've done is they address the issue where players would lose the ability to use the directional pad to scroll over the items when you were looting somebody's death stash. This was a very common problem and extremely frustrating because you're trying to loot as fast as possible and get yourself out of there, and then suddenly it would freeze up on you, and then you'd have to either bring up your quick menu or you'd have to back off in order to reset it and then loot again. And that would be really frustrating. So this is one of the big issues they've had since the beta build of the game, actually. And it seems like finally they found a fix for this. I haven't had a chance to play any Blackout since the update yet, unfortunately, so I can't really share my experience and whether or not that has actually been fixed 100% of the time. But at least on paper, it's really good to hear that they have found a fix for that. In addition to that, there was another issue that came with the new looting system that we got last week, and with this, sometimes we were unable to tab to the next tab of loot, and instead you would throw a grenade or something on the ground, which was quite frustrating and led to a lot of pretty funny situations, but also very annoying situations. It appears based on this patch, they have fixed that issue as well, so definitely some great improvements to Blackout there, but that was pretty much it that they touched with Blackout. They did a few things with zombies, but like I always said in my videos, I am not a zombies channel. I don't even understand half the words in the zombies patch notes because I don't play that game mode at all, so I'm just not the place to be getting that information from. But of course, I will leave a link to the patch notes down below, as I always do. So now let's get into the multiplayer adjustments with this, and the first thing is they have re-added Madagascar and Elevation into the regular rotation for people that have the Black Ops Pass. I did make a video about this recently where they brought that back last week, and then pretty shortly after they removed those maps again from regular rotation. So now they are back, they are playable, and if you have the Black Ops Pass, you should start seeing those pop up in rotation at least every once in a while. Now, we don't know for sure if this has completely divided up the player base now, so if you have the Black Ops Pass and you're playing solo, for instance, I don't know if you're going to only match with people that have the Black Ops Pass as well, or if it's just going to be whichever's faster, and if you don't match with people with the Black Ops Pass, then you just won't see the maps come up. But that's something we'll probably find out over the coming weeks as we get some more gameplay time on that. So the final thing I wanted to cover today was the introduction of a brand new pistol, which I talked about a leak for this pistol a few days ago. This is the Cap 45, and it's fully automatic. Now, you might recognize the name from this. This is based off the Cap 40 from Black Ops 2. And it's pretty much the same thing. It's a fully automatic pistol, and I'm going to go over the basic stats for you guys in today's video, but just keep in mind this isn't a replacement for my gun guide series, where I'm going to go into much greater detail with that. I just wanted to let you guys know generally how it performs, so you can make the decision of whether or not you want to spend some COD points to unlock it a bit earlier. So in order to unlock this, they actually introduced a new tier under the current event that's going on, and with this, it will add 25 tiers to your current tier progress. What this means is you can get this gun 100% free if you play 25 tiers, which this is a 27-day event, and therefore all that means is you have to log in and get a win or a kill in Blackout every single day, and you will end up with this pistol 100% free. So for anybody that plays this game even somewhat regularly, you should have no problem whatsoever getting the Cap 45. As for some of the basic stats, it will deal 28 damage up close, which will mean that it's a 6-shot kill, and it will deal 18 damage at longer ranges, which means it will drop down to a 9-shot kill. So definitely not a very high damage pistol by any means, but let's have a look at the rate of fire. This is fully automatic, like I said, and the standard rate of fire is about 790 rounds per minute, which is relatively fast, but we also have the option for 2 rapid fire attachments. If you just use Rapid Fire 1, that'll bump it up to 855 rounds per minute, which is getting really, really fast. And then finally, with Rapid Fire 2, it gets insanely fast at 915 rounds per minute. This is actually catching up with the Spitfire in the game. Just to put that in perspective for our time to kill without rapid fire up close is going to be 380 milliseconds, which is a little bit slower than average, but not too bad considering it's a secondary weapon. Once you get both of the rapid fire attachments on there, again, assuming you're at really close range, you can drop your time to kill value all the way down to 328 milliseconds, which is extremely competitive. Another thing to note with the Cap 45 is we got a solid magazine capacity. Without hybrid mags, you'll get a 20-round magazine, which is very solid. You should be able to deal with multiple enemies with that. And then with hybrid mags, you can bump that all the way up to 30 rounds, which is on par with a lot of the assault rifles in this game. So in all, my initial impressions of the Cap 45 is it's going to be a very solid pistol, but I also don't feel like it's going to be incredibly overpowered by any means. I think it's going to have a good place in the game. but it may not even be the best pistol. I think I'm still going to lean more towards the Mozu if I happen to be running a secondary. But with that, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this really quick update video for you guys. I'd like to know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about the Cap 45? Do you think it's in a good place right now? Do you think it's too powerful, not powerful enough? Are you willing to spend COD points on that, or are you just going to wait and grind out those tiers? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.
Yeah.